Hello, it's Tamara Hunter, and today is day number 218 of 365 days of awesome. Celebrate success through service. And I am going live to talk about a few different things. A question was asked of me today that I thought was a very good question. And why do I have these images here? It is to kind of answer it in the Tamara Hunter fashion with a little bit of humor, hope, and heart. As many of you know, I am currently in a project called the Next Impactor. And a question was asked of me regarding that. I want to talk a little bit about what the Next Impactor truly is. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the introductory video with you that I think actually says it better than anything else. Hi there, Erin, service hero that you are. It's great to see you. And, thank you for saying that. And I'm a little humble right now, and I want to go somewhere. And if you want to hang out with me, Erin, I would love it. And anybody else that decides to hop on. I know it's an interesting day. Everybody's kind of off because it's daylight savings day evening, and that always throws off everyone. Everybody's like, okay, what about the baths? What about dinner? What time do we go to bed? What time is getting everybody off to school and everything tomorrow? Hi there, my senior ambassador, Sharon. A total disclosure, because I am what I am, and Sharon is who she is. It was actually Sharon and I that, and thank you for that. Thank you for sharing live with and reminding me to say, please put hashtag live or hashtag replay so I can track it. Sharon and I were talking, and so many of our friends are involved in the Next Impactor with me. And she asked about that. In fact, she even used this word. And I thought, okay, this is a good word. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet. I appreciate it more than you could even know. And when you see what my whole thought process is today, you're going to see why. But Sharon was asking, okay, so with all of our friends and the Next Impactor, what do I do about the vote thing? And I said, it's bigger than a vote. And why do I share that? It's because I was on a webinar yesterday with a couple of the founders of it, one of which is one of our service heroes, Lauren. And Lauren Harris was sharing about what is the Next Impactor. But instead of me sharing it, you will recognize, if you guys recognize his voice, and I love you too. And in fact, I'm going to be talking about you and Mikey and Misty and Raquel and I said it right, Raquel, and all of our many friends, and even the daughters of some of our friends that are involved in this program. And I would never have gotten involved with anything that would have put me against my friends. Let me just make that very clear to my friends, to those people that are in my communities, that is just against who I am. But let me first share in Lauren's amazing voice. And if you guys remember, the time that he was on as a service hero, you'll remember his amazing voice, and he even sang, and I brought it up. But I am going to bring up the video for the Next Impactor, and then thank you, Teresa. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're not doing this against each other. We're doing it with each other because we're all winners in this because we're all the next impactors. We are together in this. And so, but I'm going to bring this up to the line and it takes, I'm not really fast with this yet, but it is a video. So I'm going to bring it to the broadcast. I'm going to take me out and then I'll be back. Okay. So bear with me here, guys. I'm going to take me out and get it started.
We all have hopes. We all have dreams. We all have a purpose. And we all have a message. The time has come. That day is here. Where a door of opportunity stands before you right now. That chance, the moment where you have the opportunity to change everything. And everything has the opportunity to change you. Sharing our messages, our stories, our gifts, our truths. Well, that is what living is truly all about. Creating legacy and crafting healing from all directions. Now is when it all comes together. Right now is when it all begins to make sense. So bring all that you have ever lived. Bring all that you are today, and bring all that you hope to ever become. Now, ask yourself, am I the world's next impactor?
Cool, right? I think so. Okay, so yes, in the end, is there going to be one impactor? Yes. However, getting there, we can all do this together. The way it's working, and we just did a webinar yesterday to explain it. And so that's why I thought, okay, I'm going to go live. I'm going to explain it since Sharon and I were talking about it, is that this is to bring together like-minded people, people that are making a difference. And is it too late to join? No, no. If any of you, Aaron, you know, you are an impactor. You know so many impactors. I see some of my friends that have not introduced themselves yet, but have maybe made a thumbs up or a heart or something. You are impactors, and they're going to be picking 50 in the first round. 50 impactors. Did I do? I'm backwards, I know, but 50 impactors. And what will end up happening is, oh yes, we do have one of the impactors involved right now, one of the next impactors. And you know, Mary, I love the fact that this is an inclusionary thing, that we are not working against each other, and everybody in the end is going to win. Will there be one impactor in the end? Yes, there will be. But getting there, everybody wins. We all win exposure to our causes and who we are. We all learn new skills. We all meet each other, and we're all like-minded people that have hearts and minds that are here to serve others. And that's what this is all about. In fact, you know, Lauren really is he's an interesting guy. And yesterday when we were on this webinar, he was saying that there's a good cop and a bad cop. I'm not going to say which one he said there was, and I'm not bringing the other person's picture up so that you guys can figure it out. But he was talking about a penny, and I'm not going to go into the whole analogy that he was using, but I want to use an analogy here is, a lot of times now people discount the penny. A lot of people, or they can say a penny for your thoughts. And yes, we all do learn from each other. And we are all here for each other. And so as my senior ambassador, Sharon, as we were going over Chemo Buddy business, because we've got so much to do. And yes, oh golly, we are on such a same length. It's almost amazing. You and I think so much alike. When we were doing some of our business that we do, we are very much in communication. For anybody that wonders, and I know many don't, because you guys know that she's like my right hand and I'm her left hand or right hand, or however you want to work it. We work together for our community, Chemo Buddies for Life, and those people that are going through a lot and they need to be healing through connections. And we are starting our we're enhancing and growing our buddies, our ambassador coalition, of which she is our senior ambassador, and we're bringing on some new ambassadors. And so we were going over that. We're having our first big meeting on Tuesday. And then brought this up, and she brought this up. What do I do about me, voting? Because she loves us all. Well, I love us all. We are an amazing group. And so, Lauren was bringing up this penny. And what I want to say in regards to the penny, and, I was brought up in a very traditional home, in a very untraditional way. Guys, someday you'll get all of that, because I'm writing a book. You'll find out a little bit more about it all. It's very interesting. I'm so excited too. I really am. I'm really so excited about everything. This is going to be an amazing week. So, but back to the penny. They were thinking about getting rid of the penny. And I thought, how sad is that? Because the penny actually teaches us so many lessons if we just allow it to. And where I want to go with this today is that a penny, one penny, which you need 100 pennies to get to $1. How important is that penny? Well, I would like to submit to you all that penny is critical. It's crucial, because one penny, or let's say one person, can change the way things are done. Can actually change the way things are done in their life, in their family's life, in their community's life, their country's life, and in the world. Thus, the Next Impactor. So, yet, that penny, and I wanted to find a roll of pennies, but think about a roll of pennies. You can do more with a roll of pennies. You have more, if you will, power to do something with that roll of pennies, right? Well, if each one of those pennies represents someone like, I'm a penny, and Teresa is a penny, Mikey is a penny, and on and on and on, Misty, Mary, all of our friends that are involved in the Next Impactor, and you put us all together, that brings that much more power to make a difference. Yet that one penny has uniqueness. And you look at whose head is on that penny, someone that I absolutely have studied so much. I've already given the disclosure that I have a bipolar child. Many think that Abraham Lincoln was bipolar. You look at Abraham Lincoln's life and the full life, he could have been institutionalized. He might have self-institutionalized. Many people think that. He could have been locked up. The key could have been thrown away. And what would have happened if that would have taken place? His image on the penny, to me, is genius, because that penny represents the possibility of us making a huge difference. And it just takes one penny. Thank you, my dear Misty. I love you dearly. And if you guys haven't checked out her book, she's got an amazing word in there called cope and a formula to it. Check it out. It's a really good read, and I appreciate it and appreciate you. And that one penny, the thought about that penny is that, sometimes it could stick on the bottom of your shoe and you want to shake it away and all this kind of stuff. I don't want to beat the dead horse or the penny here. However, what I want to say here is that we are all pennies, really. And what is our value? That is valuable if you really think about it. I love you too, Rose, service hero. You are amazing. I owe you a phone call. Okay, so let me keep going with my thoughts here, because I have a few more of them that I want to go, and then I have something really important I want to share towards the end too. So please stay with me. Okay, so I have here the images that I started with. I have this image. I love it. I made this image into a meme a while ago for Chemo Buddies. It's one of my favorites, and I shared today because of one of our service heroes, Tamara Lennon's post, and I did something really, and not that I was being brave, I just hadn't really thought of posting it. I wasn't active on social media when I went through chemotherapy, so there was really no reason to share it. But I had a picture that I had saved that I had to show my doctor what was happening with my face when it lit up like a candle right after I had my first dose of my chemo cocktail, and it continued to do so when I went through my whole chemotherapy regimen. And it was like, what? Life happens. And I wasn't doing that to say, oh, be sorry for me or anything like this. It's just that, what? It's kind of like, don't be sorry for me. That was just life. And I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm grateful. I'm here. And you know what? What I needed to do to get to this point. Now, Tamara's in a different situation, but the bottom line is that we need to all be real and raw and support each other. She put that out there to support. And anyway, so this is one of my images that I love for Chemo Buddies. But you notice here, she's battling. She's ready to battle. She's ready to battle, with her little dukes, whatever life brings at her. And, many of us call ourselves warriors or battlers or fighters or whatever. I'd like to surmise this. I'd like to bring that picture down, and I'd like to do a little of this right now. I'd like to show a little of this, that we, back in thinking of terms of buddies, I'm all about buddies. And so why would I be any different in regards to all of this? We are impactors, and we are all about doing this together. And in doing that together, we can certainly all be flying and bring our passions, our purposes, our nonprofits, our causes, our missions, our messages, the reason that any of us decide that we should put our name in that ring to be an impactor. Okay, that's awesome. And if any of you are watching this and you haven't done it and you need to, and you would like to, I would love to see your name in there, Rose. I would love to see, I'm looking here, Aaron, and I know that others have been on here that I can see that have at least did some kind of there's many of you that you should be having your name in there. And let's get your name in there. You can do it until March the 15th. And it's not going to be held against you that you didn't have anybody voting for you, because the process that they've got going on is that they will be, and this is what I wanted to share with everybody, yes, vote. And vote, 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 because what it's going to do is going to show them, this is the very first year that they're doing this show, this Impactor, the Impactor, and they do want it to become a show. They want it to become like many of those others that are out there, you know, that it will be on CBS, that it will be on Fox, that it would be on any of this. And this will be the first year. And so they would like to be able to show that it's going to make a difference in the world. And we need good programming. We need good being highlighted. We need good to say, you know, you're going to overcome that bad. And we don't want that in our lives. We want to promote the good. So if we have the numbers that, yes, we're willing to vote for these people, yes, you know, it's not the onesies and the Tuesdays. Let's get it to the thousands, guys. Let's get people in there. And if you guys all vote for everyone, I know that might not be what Lauren Harris would want, but oh my gosh, you know, what it would do is say that this program really is something people want to be a part of and want to see. And the first 50, they're going to talk, there's a whole process, but the first 50 are going to, they are going to get to be teamed in 5 teams with a coach. And these coaches are amazing. So to get to work with these coaches, oh my gosh. And I think the entry is $25, just a processing fee. That's it, to put your name in the hat. And if you become the Next Impactor, it's a package of impacting tools and items and people and stuff to help you for $500,000 worth of stuff to help you to make your to become the next impactor, and to help you and your mission and your cause and your mission or message. Okay, so I want to acknowledge everybody here. Let me just do this, and so that let's see here. Oh yes, cutest picture, absolutely. Why didn't it go up? I agree, absolutely. Jeremiah, thank you. Jeremiah, you are such a huge support, and I appreciate you. I know you actually support so many of us, and we know that, and you know it is not lost. We appreciate you. You should consider, I know you're an author, but you know the way that you influence others by your support, that's incredible. And you know, TEDx, thank you. Yes, I put my application in. I'm getting some stuff done, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And, you know, thank you. I appreciate that very much. And, you know, you know, I appreciate you so much. And Erin, yes, you know, never have too much of a positive input. You know it. We need positive, and we need positive impactors. Absolutely. And Erin is awesome. And yeah, you know, I believe in her too. So we need to get this going. So Erin, join this deal. And you know it, absolutely. And you know, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You know, so let me continue here. You know, this was fun. What I want to say now is that you know, I would like to encourage, I'm going to share mine because I know that many people have seen it, but some haven't. And the reason I'm doing this is because there's someone on this, wink, wink, you know who you are, that needs to get their video done. And you know, I did my video, and I'm doing total raw and disclosure here, with my phone. I was holding it with my ever so cold hand because I had forgotten to grab my gloves, and I'm trying to steady it with my other hand, and I'm in Colorado Springs, and I'm on the side of a hill, but I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and then I actually did a few different takes, and then I brought it home, and I used it's Power Director. Power Director is the simple editing program that I use, and I used PicMonkey. I'm sharing it all. I used PicMonkey to make the little logo or the watermark in there, and it's simple, Simon. And I learned all this. I am the tail end of the baby boomers, guys. Wink, wink. Didn't even know how to get on Facebook. I didn't know how to do anything. And I did simple editing because I watched YouTube. YouTube is our best friend. So I just shared how I did it. Now I'm going to take it back up into the line. It's only a little over a minute. So some of you have seen it. Just, go get a glass of water if you want, but please just let's go there. Power Director. Yes, Power Director. That's it. And PicMonkey. It does. And, you don't even have to pay for PicMonkey. You can do it for free. Or you can pay like minimal pennies or valuable pennies. And Power Director is also very, very inexpensive compared to all the other programs out there. Okay, I'm going to bring this up, and let me get it ready to go. I'm going to take this back here. Let's see here. Let's make sure we got the sound. Okay, I'm going to take me out of the picture.
Hello, my name is Tamara Hunter, and I am the Next Impactor. Let me share with you exactly why I believe in healing through connections. I am here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. You look out there, do you realize that 1 in every 2 men and 1 in every 3 women will hear in their life that they have cancer? They should not face cancer alone. I am ending isolation, and not only here in Colorado Springs, but throughout the United States and throughout the world. Join me. We are healing through connections. Join me. We have the Buddies Network. Join me, and together we will see that we will end the fact that there are people that are afraid, they're depressed, they feel isolated and alone. With your help, I will be the next impactor. Join me. Together, we will make a difference. My name is Tamara Hunter, and I am the next impactor.
Okay, well, that was a little slow go starting. I don't know how it really translated here. However, and I forgot about the music. The music is free music. There are trademark free, and you go onto YouTube, or if you spend like $9 or something for some music, if you use it only once, then you can use it. So I did that to say it's not that difficult. If Tamara Hunter can do it, then you certainly can. So there you go. So the idea here is, the question was, who do you vote for? The answer in my mind is go vote. I put the link for voting for me in here. Sure, I'd love it, but when you're in there, go share the love, go comment to everybody, and share the love and the votes, and let's just get this program so that there's no question in anybody's mind if they look at this as a possibility for the next season, and to help and even help promote this now, that there's interest in it, because in the end we all are going to win, and each and every one of us that has a cause and a message and a mission, because that's what it's all about in the end, right? All about winning. And we all win. Not that one person, well, in the end, one person technically wins. But if that's the case, that will be the case. But in the end, I believe that everybody is going to win. I mean, I haven't really watched American Idol, but I believe some of the people from some of the seasons of American Idol, some of them weren't the winners that ended up having the bigger careers, if I am correct. I believe that is correct. If I'm not correct, please correct me. All right, now, a couple of kind of housekeeping items, not completely, but sort of. I just want people to understand. I talked about the elephant in the room not long ago, and yes, I still have an elephant visiting, and so if I don't get back to you as quick, and thank you, vote, yes, amen, yes, thank you. Thank you, my dear senior ambassador and service hero. You are amazing. I just absolutely adore you and love you so very much. Okay, so the elephant that's in the room. Yes, I still have a bit of an elephant. And so I'm not 100% on some of the stuff, but hey, I'm actually catching up on other stuff because of it. And I'm also dealing with my elephant in the room. So just wanted to kind of just bring that up. And then also, I had a discussion, and I wanted to bring this image up because, number one, it kind of goes along with a lot of stuff. We all have storms in our life. We all have things that happen. And in fact, Lauren brought that up yesterday, that we can sometimes, and yet where I'm going, stay with me here, guys, follow my track of thoughts. And that is, okay, we can have the storms and they can be off to the side and they can be huge and big and coming our way. Or we can have a rain cloud and we can think it's that storm. And sometimes we can use that rain cloud and think it's the big storm and use it as an excuse to not get whatever it is that we say we're going to do done. Now, there is something to that, and we need to always be checking and balancing ourselves when it comes to excuses, if you will. I don't believe in them. I'd rather just say, my bad. And, hold up my hand and say, I'll do better next time. And that's just who I am, egg on my face, whatever it may be. We all have those moments. And so, but there are some serious storm clouds. I mean, actual physical weather storm clouds coming. And we have buddies throughout the United States, and we are preparing to go global. And I am a Girl Scout. And you guys know I do this a lot. I should have an image that comes up to say, are you prepared? In fact, I'm going to make one and I'm going to have it ready. So my question right now is, are you prepared? Are you aware? And please make yourself aware. This is supposed to be a possibly dangerous week this week. I know that there have been some bad situations here recently. And, some things happen and we can't do anything about them. But there's some things we can do that we can, something sometimes so simple can be so big. And so I was talking with one of my buddies, and that's in this area, and I said, do you have a whistle? She said, whistle? No. And I said, I live in earthquake country, and I buy these amazing whistles, and I should have grabbed one for the object lesson. I'll do it another time. But that a whistle, there are only a few items that if you, this should be something, preparedness lesson 101, guys. Okay, so get your pencils out. It's not going to be much. But, however, get rid of that 3-letter word. However, to be prepared, it is very smart for you to have a flashlight, a working flashlight, to have a whistle, shoes, and gloves. I mean, there's a lot of other things, but in earthquake country, I make sure that we have these items tucked between the mattresses and the box springs at wherever I have lived, and in each room. And then a trick is to tie your tennis shoes to the leg of your bed, if you have a leg of the bed, and smart is to put some socks in there and some gloves in there, because the bottom line in earthquake country is that in case, a lot of times these things happen when you're in bed, so there's certain tricks of the trade. However, so let's just say you're kind of enclosed. A whistle can make the difference, because it doesn't take much for you to blow a whistle. Enough said, okay? Don't really want to go there. However, I am a preparedness person. I've taught it all my life. I've taught it in huge groups, and I believe in it so much, so much. So, make sure you have a whistle, And make sure you have a plan, please. 72-hour pack is important, and maybe what I'll do here, if there's any interest in this, I would love to know, and maybe I'll do some kind of a class in regards to this, because that's what I've done my life. I've taught genealogy and I have taught emergency preparedness for my whole entire life nearly. So these are things like, that are true passions of mine, and I really want you guys to be ready. All right, so back to the Next Impactor. I'm going to put it up here. Yes, I'd appreciate your vote. Sure. I mean, it's serious, guys. I'm doing this. Why did I join the Next Impactor? The reason I joined it is because of the fact that I have the Buddies program, Healing Through Connections, Chemo Buddies for Life, the Buddies Network. And we could certainly use the package, absolutely. And I'm hoping that my existence on this life, I do feel a calling, and I believe I was saved, and to be here now, to be doing what I'm doing, and always trying to make sure I am making an impact. If I'm meant to win, I'll win. But the bottom line is, go vote, and vote for the person. Go watch these videos, because what's more important than anything here is that so many of my friends are a part of this, and everybody is going to win. And I believe that this is a really, really amazing program. I am so grateful to be a part of it. I'm so grateful for the founders of this program. I'm grateful that many of my friends are involved in anything. If any of my friends, any of you are watching this, that you haven't joined and you have a cause, you have a mission, and you'd like to get your message out there, is there work involved? Yes, there is work involved. I'm not going to lie. You need to be able to say, I will put the time into it. However, if you really have a cause and a purpose and a message and a mission, like I do, like my friends do, then it's expected for us to have that work anyway, right? We're going to be doing it anyway. Isn't it better to be putting time in wisely with people that know how to get the most out of those moments, and so that you can actually make your program, whatever it is that you believe in, whatever it is that you're doing and you want to get out there, that you are effective with it. You know what? I just want to mention this. Sharon, you're saying hi to Dimple. Dimple, if you're here, I need to talk to you. I haven't been able to get a hold of you yet. Not because I've tried, it's my fault. But I would love to visit with you for a moment. Miss you, my dear. And thank you for acknowledging Sharon, that she's here. I'm grateful that so many of you are on here and watching. And as I close, I want you all to understand this, is that I appreciate each and every one of you that come and visit with me. I know you're taking time out of your day, and I hope that I give you value for that time. I hope that I highlight things that are making a difference for you. Something as simple as getting a whistle, that is something that really anybody anywhere in these United States, it's not a bad thing to have, as a little inexpensive, yet could be a critical tool in the right moment. Maybe something to think about. If you know someone that's in the areas that are going to possibly be affected this next week, please just make a phone call, touch base with them, make sure that they know that they have a working radio with batteries, that they know where to tune in for emergency broadcast information, that they have some kind of a plan in place if they have to evacuate quickly, because I do believe that they're starting to get at least a little bit of advance notice, but it's not much, but it might be enough to save a life or lives. And that possibly a backpack with some important items, at least 3 days worth of medicine. That could be the place to put your keys, emergency numbers. Think about the fact that most likely you will not have your cell phone or a battery that may be working. There may not be electricity, those type of things. Just I could go on, and I'm not going to right now, but just please reach out to each other, and if you're in those areas, and make sure that you're prepared the best you can be. Don't freak out and stress over it, because that could even make it worse. Keep it simple. And for those of you that are watching this Next Impactor, I hope that I shared enough with you all to realize that this is a good program, that any of my friends from any of the groups that I'm involved with, any of my friends from the Women of Influence, any of my friends from Speakers Pathway Coalition, any of my friends from the Easy Way family, any of my friends from, I don't want to start going into this because then I might miss someone, but any of my, anybody that's an influencer that has been a service hero or is slated to be a service hero, or I'm thinking about becoming a service hero. The bottom line is there's so many of you that are doing so many amazing things, and the more of us that join this program, the more of us that are going to affect the world, and we're going to have some tools to be able to do it and get some exposure for what it is that we believe in. So as I close day number 218 of 365 days of awesome, celebrate success through service, go out and make it an amazing, awesome week. Enjoy the time of weather change. It means we have longer days to be able to do things. And in our neck of the woods, Southern California, that means when the rain clouds decide to go away, that we're going to have a little bit more sunshine in the evenings. And you know what? I always like that time of the day. I like that time of the year, when we have those twilight moments as the day just kind of shifts into the evening, and we can enjoy looking at a day well spent and plan for a day of, should we have it, another day to be able to do the same. And let's see, thank you. Thank you very much. How sweet you are. Thank you. I appreciate you very much and your words today, Erin. Thank you for staying with me the whole time, too. I appreciate it. All right, you guys go out there, enjoy the evening, enjoy those that you love and care for. Check on those that might be in some dangerous areas. Please, 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 please. And prepare for your next week. That was something way back in the day that I talked about, is planning for your week to make it the best and most efficient and stress-free as possible. And if you have an elephant in your room, go get a ball and some hula hoops and some frisbees and have some fun. All right. That's what I'm planning on doing. See you guys later. See you tomorrow. Bye. And vote.